Oh, awesome. We're live. So let's see. Let me get into the control room. That. Do-do-do, do-do. Here we go. Control room. Awesome. So let me fire this up here and we're going to get started. We do have George Cooney and crew. We're going to be doing a raccoon live feed here on the channel. SoCal Seth, ahoy. Ahoy to you too, sir. Welcome aboard. Let's see. Let me go to my. I've got to get to my interface here. Let's see. Oh, there it is. Cool. Yeah, wanted to remind everyone we do have official George Cooney, the raccoon merch. I just pinned that, so you can check that out if you want to. Also, if anybody wants to tune in live, face on video, feel free. Let me post the link to that. So that's the StreamYard link if you want to join in live, converse, face on video. You know, no pressure. You don't have to. I know a lot of people don't like being on camera, this, that, and the other, and that's perfectly okay. But let's see. Let me pin that. Well, let's see. How do Cal C. Irix, man. I've got a double coffee milk stout on the go. How about you? Well, I'm drinking. What's the word for it? It would be I'm drinking like a simpleton tonight. I'm drinking just a basic rum from St. Croix. Now, you know, when I hit 100 million video views, I will be breaking out the Gosling's Family Reserve. I brought it back from Bermuda. Very fancy box, very prestigious rum. But I won't do that until I hit 100 million video views. So I'm at about 67 million right now. And by the way, everyone, I just posted the StreamYard link. If you want to join in face on video, feel free. You know, no pressure, but if you want to, it'll be cool. Let me fire up my grill, and I'll be right back over here, okay? I'm going to check on the raccoons, too. I've got my torch. That's what they call it, flashlight, torch, whatever. See if the raccoons are out. Oh, there you are. George Cooney. So George Cooney announced his presence. I can see his eyes glowing, which means he is ready. I've got some stale bread. I've got some stale French fries. I've got some cheese. So we're going to shift the camera over here in a little bit to George Cooney, the raccoon and crew. SoCal Seth says, Angels Envy on a sphere ice with an orange twist. That sounds fancy, man. That sounds good. You're doing it right, SoCal Seth. I plugged in my grill. Because see, I light the charcoal with this electric charcoal lighter, so I don't have to use lighter fluid. It's just a cleaner experience. And it may prolong the structural integrity of my grill. Angel's Envy, man, that sounds good. You are doing it right, man. You are definitely doing it right. Let's see. Yeah, let me go in and get that George Cooney food. Hold on. We're gonna shift over to George Cooney. Cheers, Jamie. Welcome aboard. Reminder for everyone, if you want to tune in face on video, I pinned the link to StreamYard, and you can choose to join in face on video. SoCal says, I'm blessed and cursed with good taste. Actually, one of my best friends, back when I was incubating a few businesses, they said, the problem that you have, once you do this and do this, that, and the other, and then you've got business A, B, C, D, C, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, etc., and they become successful. Then it becomes a matter of, well, what do you want the inside of your private jet to look like? So, there's always problems, but they're at different levels. And I mean, it's, success is a dangerous animal, because, it's like, well, I've done this. Now what's next? What's next? What's next? And that's one of the coolest things about entrepreneurship is questioning what's next. One of the most dangerous things about it is what's next. So you always got to keep yourself, you got to keep yourself in check. Got to make sure that you're making the right moves, and you're not doing anything that is just, stupid. So, especially right now in this economy we're in right now, I mean, the biggest thing right now is, really trying to anticipate what could happen next. And I mean, it may not be a good thing. It could be an extreme negative. But positioning one's business ventures in a way that hopefully can survive the storm, because I don't think we've seen the storm yet. I mean, we've seen the initial waves, we've seen the initial lightning, people were freaking out. We go buy bacon, it's too expensive. I mean, we're seeing the initial phases, but I don't think we've seen the big kahuna yet. And that's what scares me. So anyway, don't live life in fear, because if one does, they'll never experience life. Let's see, what do we have here? We've got, I like that comment, SoCal Seth. I'm blessed and cursed with good taste. That is such an accurate statement. That is very nice. Let's see. Let me get George Cooney's food, and then we're going to, I'm going to get my crew to move my camera over, because we're going to go over here and we're going to feed George Cooney, and y'all are going to get to talk to him. Any questions that you may have for George Cooney, if you want to tune in live, I pinned the StreamYard link at the top of this live stream. Otherwise, you can type it, and I'll ask George Cooney and crew whatever you want me to ask him. Just keep it appropriate for all age groups, because I want to keep things clean here. But let me go grab that George Cooney food. Hold on. I'll be right back. Let me mute my mic. So what do we have for George Cooney? We got some stale, generic store brand bread. And then we also have a smorgasbord of air fried French fries. There's some little cheese cracker things in there. So George Cooney is going to be excited. And we're going to move the camera over there, because it would be inconsiderate to feed the George Cooney, the raccoon and crew, without having him on camera. He wants to be part of the experience. So we are going to shift the camera to the George Cooney, the raccoon area. You see over here, I got this chair. And this chair is for the laptop. And then the area beside it is for the camera on the tripod, so we can get George Cooney up close and personal. And then I've got my light. Is it in this pocket? Yeah, there it is. I got my light, or my torch, whatever you want to call it. So we'll be able to see George Cooney and crew in an exceptionally detailed amount of light. So let's go ahead and do it. Let's move over here to George Cooney and crew. We're going to shift over. Got my laptop. We're going to move this over here. We're going to put this down so we can get George Cooney and crew. Let's see. We're going to shift this camera here so you can see. And I will, any trips on the horizon? Great question, SoCal Seth. Let's talk about that. Let's get George Cooney fed, and we'll talk about that while we feed George Cooney. How about you? Any trips? Okay, he was in that under that bush earlier. Okay, this is where he's going to be. So let me lock in the camera. Yeah, this is, oh, there he is. I saw his eyes. Hey, George Cooney, you are about to be on a YouTube live stream here on the IrixGuy's Adventure channel. So let me get your cuisine. Tell your friends. We're going to start out with a smorgasbord of air fried French fries that are stale and some little cheese crackers. We're going to throw those down. Let's do that first. And then we're going to get to your main course. Don't worry. Don't be concerned. Oh, there you are, man. There you are. Now let me manipulate the camera because we got viewers that are concerned. And that's important because we got to take care of our raccoons. Oh, there you are. Let's see. Let's get you in frame here, man. Why are you getting off camera? That's not good. You don't have to be afraid, man. I mean, I'm here feeding you. No, dude, come back on camera. He's behind that right there. He's being kind of irritable. Let's see. There we go. Okay, so George Cooney, if you don't mind, sir, please come out. Okay, so we're gonna get the main course. I think he needs a little bit of amplification. SoCal says Hawaii coming up, Vegas 2 when the F1 is well over. Yeah, F1 racing. Who cares about that stuff, man? I mean, I don't mean that in a bad way. I mean, F1's pretty cool, but I just saw the stuff on TV about they were trying to block out the view and this, that, and the other, and I'm like, I mean, that's cool, man. I'd rather just, instead of watching cars go around the track, I'd rather just get out in the car and drive. That's my opinion. Okay, so we got this right here. Some stale, generic store brand bread. And we're going to throw it in a way to where we can get George Cooney on camera. Hey, George Cooney. Excuse me, sir. Oh, that I didn't mean to. Hey, there you are. There he is right there. Hey, whoa, whoa, whoa. This turbulence, man. This turbulence, bro. Whoa, there he is. Why'd you take it to go? We want you to be on camera, dude. Hey, that's being very inconsiderate. Okay, let's throw some more. Let's just plow this area with stale bread. So now we got a smorgasbord of stale bread. So now let's get it strategically thrown, and then that way we can get George Cooney and crew on camera here. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Whoa, too convenient. Okay, I got to throw it that way, kind of like a little frisbee. There we go. Get that little hook on that. Okay, now. And it's SoCal says F1 is cool. It's just turning the strip into a cluster duck and jacked up the prices. If there's an excuse to jack up prices, something will find it. Now, you see all that bread down there? There's bred there. There's bred there. The raccoon area is there. So I would expect the George Cooney and crew to emerge from the center of the frame. That would be my expectation. So we'll see. He's probably mad. He's like, man, you're shining the light in my face. He's like, I'm just a raccoon, man. He's like, I don't want light. Oh, wait. No, that was a bug. But he was there earlier, and he's irritated because he got his food and ran off. Huh. Let's see what we got down here. We'll get some animal action. Don't worry. I got my torch, flashlight, whatever you want to call it. Oh, there's something big coming. Is that going to be the fox? I don't think it's a deer. I think the deer is sleeping. It's big, whatever it is. Oh. It's huge. Something big is coming. I can hear it. One thing's certain, when you're out at the Appalachian Ocean, anything, including the Yeti, the Sasquatch, could emerge. What is that? It's coming, whatever it is. Oh, I see eyes. Dude, there's eyes. Look kind of towards the middle of the frame. It's kind of making a grunting sound. Is that a pig? Is that a wild hog? Oh, I see the eyes. Oh, there's more eyes. Oh, here they come. It's raccoons. George Cooney and crew, see? There he is. He's like, man, I just had to take it back to my den. He's like, you're throwing so much food down here, bro. I don't know what's up. I got all this generic, stale, store-brand bread, and I'm enjoying it. It's all about the convenience. Don't worry about it. Tell your friends. That's cool. Come on to the live stream. Let's see. Let me see if I can zoom in here on a little bit of this. The bread eating action. See, he's down there. He's eating. See, there we go. There we go. He's like, man, this bread's pretty good. He said, I'm just going to eat all the bread. Hey, that's perfectly fine, man. No problem. It's all about the convenience factor. Let's see. Sax Squatch is what SoCal said. Whoa, raccoon is going down the mountain. He's like, man, I gotta head out, man. I got stuff I gotta do. So let's see here. Let's see where the other raccoon is. He's right there. He's like, I'm not George Cooney, but I'm part of the crew. That's a tough thing to be part of. Is, you know, you're doing to the raccoon as famous as George Cooney. For anyone to try to, let's see, let me do a manual focus so I can get really focused on there, because it's trying to focus on that tree branch. There we go, right in the center of the frame. Eat that bread. Eat that stale, generic store brand bread, bro. How's it taste? See, I need to get the need to get about a 600 millimeter lens out here, because that would be really cool to get it up close and personal and see the raccoons enjoying that food. Look at that. He's like, man. He's like, I have hit it. And by the way, everybody watching this, if y'all want to super chat, feel free to do so. Helps us support live streams like this one. And if you want to tune in live, I posted the StreamYard link. I pinned it at the top of this live stream's chat. You don't have to, but if you want to tune in and chat face on video, we can. Because once the raccoons eat, they're just going to go down the mountain and go to sleep. That's how they do it here at the Appalachian Ocean. So they won't be hanging out. So we'll be able to do some live chat. I got my grill over here, man. And see, that's what attracts the raccoons. They smell this grill and they're like, dude, they're like, you got so much good food here, man. And honestly, what I've got cooking tonight, we're gonna shift over to this. Oh yes. I gotta take my electric charcoal lighter out. Hold on. We're gonna get back to some raccoon action. Don't worry. That is quebracho wood. Quebracho, bro. Quebracho from South America is a South American wood. They call it the axe breaker. That's what they call this wood. The nickname is the axe breaker. But it's a very slow burning charcoal. It imparts a very delicious flavor in your meat, your vegetables, whatever you're grilling. And like I said, slow burning, so you get a lot of value out of purchasing this. And it's, you can go to meathead charcoal, meatheadcharcoal.com, and you can order this online. It's a very good, unique smelling wood. Does not smell like mesquite or hickory. It's very unique scent and also unique flavor profile. We're going to put these grates on, these cast iron grates. I've got some French bone-in pork chops that are jerk. So we're going to put those suckers on here. We're going to sear them. Man, this smells so good. And we're going to get back some raccoon videos. Don't worry about that. But I got to do what's being done, and that's the the grilling, man. That's got to go while we're talking to the raccoons. And this is what attracts the raccoons too. They smell this food. They're like, man, cooking some good food for me tonight. Well, you got your stale bread. That's cool. But yeah, this is, let me go get them. I'll be right back. Thick French bone-in pork chops. Let's sear those suckers, and I'm going to let them just kind of do their thing on top of the quebracho, bro. South American axe breaker wood from Meathead Charcoal, man. Look at that. Cal C says, I've got other vermin in my backyard all the time. Skunks. Skunks are awful, man. So Cal C says, this makes me want to watch The Great Outdoors. What's grilling? French bone-in pork chops with jerk seasoning. I marinated them overnight in the fridge, tightly covered. And I'm going to get a close-up. Then we're going to talk some raccoons. Hold on. I'll be right back. Yeah, so that's the jerk seasoning. I'll zoom in a little bit so you can see the detail here. French bone-in pork chops with jerk seasoning, kind of a Caribbean type thing. Jamaica, I don't know. I don't want to say that jerk necessarily originated in Jamaica, but it's it is a. It's just this is an authentic jerk dry rub that I put on it. But I marinated them overnight, and I kind of made because I'm at the Appalachian Ocean right now. I kind of made it's not true jerk; it's authentic jerk seasoning. But I marinated them in a little bit of Worcestershire, did a little bit of fresh lime juice, a little bit of soy sauce, obviously garlic, fresh garlic, and then the authentic jerk dry rub. So they're going to be good, man. I mean, the raccoons down there, they're going crazy over this. Let's see what we got here. Okay, raccoons already ate. They went to sleep. They said, we are tired of you. You are not doing what we want y'all to, what we want you to do, and that's feed us what you got on the grill. Now, all sincerity, when I smoke a pork butt, the raccoons are well fed. They get a very good bone. They get a lot of pieces of the pork butt. But with pork chops, that's my wife's pork chop and my pork chop. My wife's sick, so she won't eat it till tomorrow. So that means I get to eat mine tonight with the raccoons. And yeah, I'll throw my bone down to them, so they will get a bone. Now, see, that's on searing grates. So I'm intentionally doing it like that because I want to lock in the flavor, and then I'm going to flip it. Cast iron searing grate. Oh, man, look at those grill marks. Look at those sear marks. Oh, man, that is professional, dude. Look at that. That is a professional cook right there. And it's very simple to do in your backyard. I mean, all you got to do, look at that. Look at those sear marks. All you got to do is have searing grates, a good cut of meat. You can sear pork chops. You can sear a steak. You can even sear a burger. Now, burger, you're not going to see the sear marks, but you're still getting the benefit of the sear, which is locking in the flavors. But look at that. Look at those sear marks, man. I mean, that is the definition of professional right there. And it's not hard to do. Subscribe, check out Chef IrixGuy's cooking videos. Check out my Weber Grill video playlist, and you can find all the equipment that I use. Oh, raccoons are fighting. Hey, now don't get in a fight. Now let's shift over here. We're going to shift back to the raccoon area. What are y'all fighting about? Oh, there's his eyes down there. Sorry. So they kind of showed up and then they went back into the bush. They were getting into a fight. They're mad, man. They're like, dude, we got all this food, but they're fighting for it. Yeah, they'll growl, they'll grunt, they make all kinds of crazy sounds, man. I'm gonna turn the light out for a second, wait for them to come back, and then we'll get some crazy raccoon action. Where'd y'all go, man? Come back. We got a big audience. There you are. Come on out. Not to be shy, man. It's fine. Show your face on IrixGuy's Adventure channel. Now, I will have some bones here in a little bit, but not yet. Not until I eat mine. And you won't get my wife's bone until tomorrow because she's sick. She won't be eating hers until tomorrow, so you won't have the bone until she eats. Mm-hmm. Interesante, muy interesante. Pretty basic meal tonight. Jerk pork chops and a baked potato, man. Simple. Oh, there we go. Hey, come on out. There you go. You're on the camera. Hey, George, that is George Cooney. See him? There he goes. George Cooney, you have a large viewership, and they want to ask you some questions. So see, there's George Cooney right there. Ask George Cooney a question. Type in the chat, and I will ask him. Oh, there's George Cooney and crew. His friends there, man. Sorry about shining the light in your face, but you got a mask on anyway because you're a raccoon, man. That's cool. Yeah. But I'm trying to entertain the audience here, and y'all are quite entertaining crew. Let's see. Let me get my light to where I can see y'all. Oh, man. Let me move my tripod up. Oh, there's 3 raccoons now. Wow. Dude, Raccoon City. Whoa, man. Raccoons are everywhere here at the Appalachian Ocean. Look at this. Dude, bro. Look at him. He's like, man, I'm just a raccoon. I got my raccoon tail, man. Wow. That smoke from jerk pork chops. That's the thing, man. You put those jerk pork chops on, and they're like, it smells so good. Speaking of jerk pork chops, I got to flip those suckers, and I got to put the lid down. I've seared them already. That was the lid to my grill. In case you heard that noise, you got freaked out. Let's see if the raccoons are back out or if they kind of went back to their coon kingdom. Oh wait, there's George Cooney. Yep, there's George Cooney down there. Let's zoom in, see what he's up to. There he is. See, he's like, dude, I'm just eating this bread, man. He's like, I want those jerk pork chops. Don't worry, you will be getting the bone. Don't worry. I don't lie. See, yeah, there he is. Oh, there's his friend too. He's like, man, I smell these jerk pork chops. We're down here eating stale, generic store brand bread. I know it's not fair, but y'all will have the good stuff, the bone, after we eat it. After we eat the pork chop. Whoa, man. Speaking of George Cooney, you can find George Cooney, the raccoon stickers, and other merch. Expand this video's description. You can find the links there. Between the smoke and the flowers and trying to manipulate the flashlight, this is a lot of effort. So if you choose to super chat, feel free to do so. Not required. You can help to support live streams like this one. SoCal says, I do ancho chili and porcini mushroom rub ribeye. That's killer, man. That sounds good. That sounds delicious. I love my mushrooms, man. I love my mushrooms. There we go, back in the primary area. Yeah, if the raccoons come back, I will reposition the camera. Don't worry about that. Do not worry about that, man. So let's see what else is going on. What other excitement is in the stream here? You know, we're just these live shows. You know, you can talk about whatever. Just keep it appropriate for all age groups. That's all that I ask. Oh, SoCal Seth, any trips coming up? No, man. I mean, dude, this until this economy corrects itself, man. I mean, I'm like, my short-term mission is to hang out here at the Appalachian Ocean, and you know, I'm trying to I'm just trying to be prepared for the unknown, prepared for the uncertain, because we don't know what the economy is going to do within the next few years. So, you know, with that being the case, oh, I hear raccoons grunting. Let me see. Hold on. Yeah, they were grunting at each other, but they just went back to their little raccoon den, so I couldn't get them on camera. If they're out there, I mean, I will move the camera so you can see them. But yeah, man, I mean, right now it's just kind of like it's kind of a hold and see what the economy does type pattern, because I, you know, full disclosure, I haven't done anything of significance since calendar year 2019. So, and that was, you know, that's when I went down and flew a drone around Jeffrey Epstein's island. That was pretty crazy, man. 2019, but yeah, man. I mean, right now it's just kind of a wait and see what happens. I mean, it's, you know, I mean, just hanging out at the Appalachian Ocean and feeding the raccoons. I mean, that's pretty much it. So I can't say much more than that. Do you have any trips on the horizon? That's a bigger question. Ooh, pork chops. Gotta flip those suckers. Oh man, these gonna be good. It's cool to touch. This is my electric charcoal lighter. Look at that. And we got SoCal says Hawaii 2 weeks, Vegas, then a cruise next year. Where are you cruising to, man? Where are you cruising to? I'll be right back. I'm going to put my charcoal lighter up. You seen Martin, St. Thomas, Coco? Very cool, man. Yeah, I love St. Martin. I like the Dutch side over there where Phillipsburg is, and I like the French side. We stayed in cul-de-sac on the French side over there by Pinnell Island, and that was really good. The food down there, the food in St. Martin, especially the French side, is phenomenal, man. Actually, I bought this watch in Phillipsburg, St. Martin, Panerai. It was in Phillipsburg on the main strip on the Dutch side of St. Martin. Very cool place. Coco Cay, very cool. Never been there. A place I'd like to visit, man. That sounds fun, man. You know, a place I've never been, and you mentioned it a few times, is Vegas. I don't know. Tell me what makes Vegas so great. Tell me. SoCal says going to get a Cuban cigar and get overlook view of Maho Beach. Go to Sunset Bar and Grill right there beside Maho Beach, and you can see all the planes coming in. Actually, the week we were there, and this is bad, and obviously I wouldn't have it on video. I wouldn't care to have it on video because it's a bad thing. But somebody was actually killed because of the jet blast. Because there's a fence there. If you're at Sunset Bar and Grill at Maho Beach, the fence at the end of the runway is just, a few 100 feet away. And jet blast is no joke. And I mean, people go out there, they're not drinking Natty Light because that's, St. Martin's pretty fancy, so you're not going to find Natty Light down there. But they're goobered up on whatever they got, and they're trying to hug onto that fence, and it's a dangerous situation. So whatever you do, you said you're going to get a Cuban cigar and an overlook view. Just stay in Sunset Bar and Grill. Don't go over there and try to get up close and personal. NASA and SpaceX, Houston, Houston, we've got a problem. Sorry, I've got this cold, man. I've got a cold. My wife's sick. And by the way, I posted the link to this live stream in the top of this video chat. If you want to tune in live, face on video, feel free to do so. It'd be kind of fun. But NASA and SpaceX, Houston, we got a problem, man. We got a problem, bro. Now flip my pork chop so I don't have a problem there. Oh man, those are gonna be good. Good eating. Gotta eat well. Gotta drink. I mean, even if you don't drink quality stuff, at least drink something semi decent. I mean, this is from St. Croix, so it's good. Houston. Sunset Bar was my plan. Got to get one pic or vid of plane flying over me, though. Yeah, and you can do that as long as you're on the sand. Because there's Maho Bay, there's Maho Beach, and then there's the road. Don't go to the road. Just stay on the beach and you'll be fine. But if you on the road or up against the fence, that's when things can get kind of sketchy. So be careful, man. And if you can check the flight schedule, if you can get KLM, Kilo Lima Mike, KLM Airlines, that's a huge airplane. If you can get that, that would be an awesome video. I wasn't fortunate enough to get that when I was in St. Martin. It's kind of a disappointment. Yup, seen the videos. Yes, sir. Oh man, I'm so hungry. I am so hungry, dude. Gotta eat, gotta eat. Yeah, I love Caribbean jerk seasoning. I mean, it's so good on the pork chop. I like pork chops better than I do chicken. Chicken's so expensive now, man. It's like I don't do chicken anymore. I discovered pork chops, and I'm like, you know what? At least pork prices are somewhat affordable. I'm not going to do chicken. Chicken's too expensive, and the chicken you get is just poor quality junk, and it's overpriced. Yeah, it's head cold, man. My wife's got it. She's pretty much immobile. I've got it, but I'm like, dude, I've got a truck on. You know, I got business to take care of. I can't be sick. Cannot be sick. Nope. Vegas for me, since I don't gamble, I go for restaurant shows and retail therapy. It's just a 6 hour drive away. Well, that's a good a good justification for doing Vegas. That's cool. I don't gamble either, man. The only gambling I do is the penny stocks, pink sheets, over the counter bulletin board. Gambling, I don't like it. I mean, even if I won big, I'd still feel dirty if I won, and if I lost, then I'd be like, I've got a gambling problem, dude, and I don't, because I only do penny stocks. Man, they smell good. The raccoons went to bed, man. The raccoons said, they're like, George Cooney and crew, he's like, dude, you're smoking. No, I'm not smoking, but it does smell to a raccoon like smoking because it's quebracho wood. But I'm grilling pork chops. They smell the smoke. They smell the pork. They smell the jerk seasoning. And they're like, we're down here eating stale, generic store brand bread. So as soon as I finish my pork chop tonight, I will be considerate and I will throw my bone with a little bit of meat on it to George Cooney and crew. Good stuff. My wife's has a smaller pork chop, so I'm just going to take it in, put it in the refrigerator after it cools down. I'll be right back. So I'm just going to take hers up because I don't want it to overcook. It's the smaller of the two, so it'll be this one. Oh man, that looks convincing. One of the problems of being a chef is that you always eat really well. And with my wife, she'll have that. She'll have that tomorrow, so it's going to be perfect. French bone-in jerk pork chop. Delicious. I can't wait to have mine ready to eat. But mine's thicker, so it's taking a little bit longer. SoCal says nice. Thank you. That is Chef IrixGuy. Yummy, yummy, yummy. Yeah. Well, we're about an hour in, so I'm going to go ahead and wrap up this live stream. SoCal Seth, great to have you. Everybody else, great to have you in. And be sure to subscribe, ring that bell. Obviously, SoCal Seth, you've already done that. And be notified whenever I post another video. Thanks for your viewership, and y'all have a good day.